Mary May Simon, Canada. Charles III, by the grace of God, King of Canada and his other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth. 2, our trustee and well-beloved Dawn Elizabeth Arnold, member of the Order of New Brunswick, of Moncton, in the province of New Brunswick. Greeting. Know you that as well for the especial trust and confidence we have manifested in you, as for the purpose of obtaining your advice and assistance in all weighty and arduous affairs which may the state and defence of Canada concern, we have thought fit to summon you to the Senate of Canada. Et nous vous ordonnons de passer.
And we do command you that all difficulties and excuses whatsoever laying aside you be and appear for the purposes aforesaid in the Senate of Canada at all times, whensoever and wheresoever our Parliament may be in Canada convoked and holden, and this you are in no wise to omit. In testimony whereof, we have caused these our letters to be made patent and the Great Seal of Canada to be hereunto affixed.
Beloved Mary May Simon, Chancellor and Principal Companion of our Order of Canada, Chancellor and Commander of our Order of Military Merit, Chancellor and Commander of our Order of Merit of the Police Forces, Governor-General, and Commander-in-Chief of Canada, at our Government House in our city of Ottawa, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord, 2025, and in the 3rd year of our reign, by command par ordre, François-Philippe Champagne, Registrar General of Canada, Registrar Général du Canada.
I, Dawn Arnold, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty, King Charles III. Je, Dawn Elizabeth.
I, Dawn Elizabeth Arnold, declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty, King Charles III.
Mary May Simon, Canada. Charles III, by the grace of God, King of Canada and his other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth. 2, our trustee and well-beloved Farah Mohammed, of the city of Toronto in the province of Ontario. Greeting. Know you that as well for the especial trust and confidence we have manifested in you, as for the purpose of obtaining your advice and assistance in all weighty and arduous affairs which may the state and defence of Canada concern, we have thought fit to summon you to the Senate of Canada. Et nous vous ordonnons.
And we do command you that all difficulties and excuses whatsoever laying aside, you be and appear for the purposes aforesaid in the Senate of Canada at all times, whensoever and wheresoever our Parliament may be in Canada convoked and holden, and this you are in no wise to omit, in testimony whereof we have caused these our letters to be made patent, and the Great Seal of Canada to be hereunto affixed.
And well-beloved Mary May Simon, Chancellor and Principal Companion of our Order of Canada, Chancellor and Commander of our Order of Military Merit, Chancellor and Commander of our Order of Merit of the Police Forces, Governor General, and Commander-in-Chief of Canada. At our Government House in our city of Ottawa, this 7th day of March in the year of our Lord 2025, and in the 3rd year of our reign. By command, par ordre, François-Philippe Champagne, Registrar General of Canada, Registraire Général du Canada.
I, Farah Mohammed, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
Honourable Senators, I have the honour to inform the Senate that the Honourable Senators introduced today have made and subscribed the Declaration of Qualification required of them by the Constitution Act 1867 in the presence of the Clerk of the Senate, the Commissioner appointed to receive and witness same. Honourable
Senators, I have the honor to inform the Senate that the honorable senators introduced today have made and subscribed the Declaration of Qualification required of them by the Constitution Act 1867 in the presence of the Clerk of the Senate, the Commissioner appointed to receive and witness same.
Honourable Senators, I wish to draw your attention to the presence in the gallery of Dr. Paul Goubi, Senator Arnold's husband, Emma and Zach, their children, and Craig Arnold, Senator Arnold's brother. They are accompanied by other guests of Senator Arnold, including our former colleague, Nancy Hartling. And on behalf of all senators, I welcome you to the Senate of Canada. Honourable Senators, I wish to draw your attention to the presence in the gallery of Aladin and Dilshad Mohammed, Senator Mohammed's parents, Alina Mohammed and Thomas Lynn, her sister and brother-in-law, as well as Haley Lind, her niece. They are accompanied by the Honourable Anne McClellan, there she is, and by Her Worship Christina Smith, Mayor of Westmount, and other guests of Senator Mohammed. And on behalf of all senators, I welcome you to the Senate of Canada. Senator Gold.
Thank you, Your Honor. Honourable Senators, I rise today on behalf of the Government Representative's Office to welcome two new colleagues to the Senate of Canada, Senator Arnold and Senator Mohammed. Senators Arnold and Mohammed, you will no doubt notice you are joining a very diverse body of Canadians with a wide variety of backgrounds and experiences, each of whom are able to contribute to our work in a unique and valuable way. Senator Arnold, votre expérience en politique municipale.
Your experience in municipal politics as Mayor of Moncton and Councillor at Large have no doubt prepared you well to scrutinize the important legislation before us and to bring a thorough perspective to it. Your commitment and passion for arts and culture are admirable. I look forward to seeing you continue to promote them in the Senate.
Senator Mohammed, your experience, your decades of experience in the charitable sector and your experience and devotion to address systemic inequities both at home and abroad is unparalleled. Your time as the CEO of the King's Trust Canada and the Malala Fund, along with your work for Canada's Forest Trust Corporation, has provided you with a unique perspective, one which we will all benefit from. As I've said to many of your colleagues before, as recently as this week, we've all been here before where you are today, and I know it must seem daunting at the beginning. It certainly did to all of us, certainly to me. But know that every one of your colleagues are happy to answer your questions, to provide advice if asked, and to point you in the right direction to assist you in your new chapter of your lives. So once again, dear colleagues, thank you, and on behalf of the Government Representative Office, welcome to you both.
Senator Housakos.
Honourable colleagues, I'm pleased to rise once again this week to welcome two new and exceptional colleagues to our ranks, Senator Farah Mohammed and Senator Dawn Arnold. Senators, today marks the formal beginning of your service in the Senate of Canada, but is by no means the beginning of your leadership, your advocacy, and your contribution to public life. Senator Mohammed, your story is one of resilience, courage, and visionary purpose. As a former young refugee of a refugee family from Uganda, you have devoted your life to building a more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable world. From leading the Malala Fund to founding Fora and heading the King's Trust Canada, you've consistently worked to elevate the voices of those too often left out, especially women, girls, and marginalized youth. But I would be remiss if I didn't highlight, of course, the special presence today of your mom and dad in the swearing-in ceremony. And, of course, we know how amazing that is. And I want to particularly thank Mr. and Mrs. Mohammed, because I've had the privilege of meeting Senator Mohammed before this swearing-in ceremony. I want to thank you for the character and the courage and the values you've instilled in Senator Mohammed. Your voice will bring strength to this chamber, particularly in matters of gender, equity, social innovation, and global engagement. Senator Arnold, you come to us after 30 years of experience in municipal government, community development, and publishing, including 8 years as the first female mayor of Moncton. You have long championed environmental sustainability, bilingualism, cultural development, and democratic engagement. You have built a legacy of civic growth and inclusion and inclusive leadership, and you bring to the Senate a deep understanding of how national decisions ripple into local communities. You remind us that good government is grounded in listening, transparency, and community connection. Senators, your paths have been very different, but both are rooted in public service and, of course, a deep love of our great country. We welcome your convictions, your experience, and your courage. We look forward to the contribution you will no doubt make to this chamber and to the country you serve. I want to reiterate that our door is always open. As I've said before, that our caucus is a big tent caucus and one that understands the four principles of supporting government legislation, opposing government legislation, holding government to account, and of course, good private members' bills. Welcome to the Senate. Looking forward to working.
Senator Saint-Germain. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today we are welcoming two colleagues who, like all of us, have the honor of joining the Senate of Canada, colleagues who are well aware of the responsibilities that they are taking on, and both are fully able and qualified to assume these responsibilities.
Pleased to welcome you with such an accomplished municipal elected official, truly dedicated to public service. In addition to your 9 years as mayor of Moncton, you've been on the city council since 2012, and you were still popular when you left office. This is quite a feat. The municipal level of government is the closest to the population it stands for. A very demanding task, and now that you are a federal parliamentarian, I know you will bring the same proximity, efficiency, and care for your fellow citizens, which made you such a respected figure in your city of Moncton and across New Brunswick. Vos nombreux accomplissements.
Your countless accomplishments, including your volunteering in the arts, communication, and culture, are also remarkable and demonstrate your varied expertise. With your experience, you're providing added value, and we will all benefit from it.
Right from our first conversation, I have noticed your deep and unwavering sense of duty. I have no doubt that it is this very sense of duty and public service that made you agree to serve as a senator, even though you could also have found success elsewhere. But it is because you place public interest before personal considerations that you will become a great contributor to the Senate of Canada. Anyone looking at your professional history is impressed by the diversity and depth of your achievements. You strike me as a strategic doer, an achiever, someone who can manage whatever the situation you face. While this may be a new role, your knowledge of Parliament as a former staffer to federal MPs and to a minister will make, I am certain, for a seamless transition. Dear Senator Arnold, dear Senator Mohamed, all members of the Independent Senators Group warmly welcome you and look forward to working alongside you. Merci, thank you, miigwech. Senator Patterson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honourable Senators, today we welcome two more Senators taking their seats now and not benches. It's a good day. And we have Senator Don Arnold representing New Brunswick and Senator Farah Mohamed representing Ontario. And before I begin, I'm actually going to disclose to Senator Mohamed that we share common roots because I too have strong links to St. Catharines with an A, Ontario, where I did much of my nursing studies and pursued some professional opportunities. I hope to speak to you soon to discover our common links, and I bet we know common people. And with that out of the way, I have the unenviable position of being the fourth speaker when we've said wonderful things about everybody. So Senator Mohamed and Senator Arnold both have very impressive CVs, and the Canadian Senators Group echoes our impression of how excellent you are for this chamber. So I figured I had to go and do something and dig just a little bit deeper and see what I could find. So I was hoping to go further, and I consulted a much higher online authority. I decided to check out your LinkedIn. And these pages, and I've got to tell you, in all seriousness, we could not have found two better new colleagues. And so here's what I found, because you know we have to go over this. So Senator Arnold has accumulated an impressive number of endorsements related to her skills in policy development, strategic planning, public relations, and public speaking. The Senate will greatly benefit from your expertise in these areas because we know how to talk. Your endorsement of skills make you a prime candidate to be a senator, and we are very pleased to have you join us here. Your professional experience, your background, and your commitment to public service will greatly benefit us and all Canadians as we examine, study, and deliberate on the future of this country. And according to your LinkedIn pages, Senator Mohammed, you have also received very positive comments and recommendations also from former colleagues and clients alike. So here are two of the more notable ones. And I quote, "Farah's passion for her work was evident. Her commitment to women's issues and how they relate to international political economy makes me excited to follow her career path," unquote. Quote, "Farah has an unfailing ability to accomplish complex projects while instilling everyone she works with to excel," unquote. We're ready for it. She has an impressive endorsement of 54 skills by her peers online, all very positive. So with comments and endorsements like this, the bar is now set very high for you, Senator Mohammed, as you assume your duties as a senator, and it is music to our ears, even if you're no longer a member of the board of Music Canada. Thank you again, LinkedIn. We look forward to your contributions to both of you. And on behalf of my colleagues in the Canadian Senators Group, I welcome you both to the Senate of Canada.
Senator Francis.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honourable Senators, on behalf of the Progressive Senate Group, I'm happy to join the other leaders in welcoming another two colleagues today. It's a bit less pomp and circumstance than yesterday, but nevertheless an important moment for these new senators who have waited several months to take their place in this chamber. It's nice to finally make it official. Senator Dawn Arnold has a proven track record of community building, so I have no doubt that she will continue to be an excellent advocate for her communities here in the Senate. Moncton Sloss is a gain for New Brunswick and indeed for all Canada. Her municipal experience and her commitment to the arts and culture, especially Francophone culture, will be valuable in her new role as a senator. Welcome, Senator Arnold. Senator Farah Mohammed has both founded and led charitable sector organizations, particularly to address systemic inequalities and to defend the rights of women and girls. Her fierce passion and dedication for justice and human rights issues will be welcomed here. Though she may be used to being on the other side, having worked in the other place as a staffer, I have no doubt that she will fit right in as a senator. Welcome, Senator Mohammed. As we heard yesterday, the government has an ambitious agenda, and Canadians will be looking to all parliamentarians to work together for the good of our country. On behalf of the Progressive Senate Group, I am pleased to officially welcome you to the Senate. We look forward to working with you both. Well, Alan, thank you. Merci.